So as I told you guys before, I did a thing at the Adobe Users Group about Unity 3D, kind of like an hour presentation on what it is and like basically just getting started with it. So Unity 3.5 came out, I don't know, a while ago, but it added some really cool features that I showed off, and I made some demos just to kind of like mostly the pathfinding stuff I was really interested in. So I have some demos, and I released the source code.
Is Unity and Pathfinding now?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
I know. So let's see pathfinding. So, and I also, if I plug in the internet. And I also redesigned my website. I finally released it, and I added a bunch of new words. So you guys are encouraged to check this out. This took way longer than it should. It's done. So, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to go to my blog, and here, so andysay.com/blog, and here's, I released all the source code to all of the kind of demos that I showed off. I showed this a really long time ago with you guys, but now the source code's out there. And even like an example project and how to do the, Unity just has a Flash export, so now you can export from the Unity editor. This is, if I right click this, it's a Swift file, so it's not like, you don't have to worry about people having the Unity plugin installed, and this is just like a simple example of how to create like a 2D game inside. That exciting. But what is exciting is this awesome, okay, so pathfinding. Pathfinding is super easy. You go into somewhere. So you add a component, and there's a new navigation tab. So you select a game object, and you add this nav mesh agent to it, and then you can just kind of like pull that component in and just kind of script to it. There's also this new navigation panel thing. You can see all of this. Now you can kind of see this is what the navigation mesh looks like. So you actually click this bake button and it bakes in the navigation mesh. And then you can see where these things are going to go. So I'll just kind of, if this is the right one, play button. Actually, this is different. Hold on. Bear with me. This one. Okay. I was just messing around, and I ended up making like a sort of gauntlet legend sort of thing, where these guys run at you and they just swarm at you wherever you are, and then they come from these tubes that are just forever spawning. So if you don't kill them, there's just more and more and more coming, and you have to blow these things up in order to kind of stop the onslaught. So it was actually like, this took me about a day to create. It wasn't that complicated. And it's just like pretty fun to play around with pathfinding. Like, these guys will just find forever. There's no collision detection between like the character and these bad guys, so eventually like they should kill me, but instead it's just kind of it's actually like super useful. And you can play around with, like, Unity is just, it's so easy to play around with this stuff. So you can change the speed in which these enemies come at you. I can scroll out too. You can change the speed and so it's like, okay, if I change the speed and I make the player slower and I can sort of like make you not shoot as fast, it becomes like a survival horror kind of feel game. And these guys are like zombies that are at you, right? It like totally changes how the game feels. Or it's like if I give the character a machine gun, they can just kind of like, these guys can move a lot faster, and it becomes like way more action experience. But it was just a demo to show off how pathfinding works. This thing, and then so pathfinding can be used for other things besides just like, I guess like AI. It can be used for navigation as well, and I think it's particularly good in mobile. So I have this like cube that's just kind of showing you what the cursor is, the sphere. So if I click, switched it and I put the main character as the Pathfinding script in it. So it's a way of kind of navigating. So you can imagine if you had, if you published to like iOS or something for iPad, you would, this would be like a click to move sort of interface. You touch to move, and also things that aren't baked into that navigation mesh, that blue thing that I showed you before, are totally ignored. So characters will walk through walls and stuff if you don't bake things, and it'll only work on static game objects. So stuff that's flagged that will not move, like these walls are. So this is not these are physics objects, so they will move. So they can't be included in that. So that's why the guys just kind of plow through that, which actually makes it cool.
Do you know if you can bake nav meshes at runtime, like if you procedurally generate your level?
I'm pretty sure you can't, at least for now. That's a great question. Like if you had a door that would open and sometimes you want enemies to go in, I think you would have to just custom script hitboxes for that. But yeah, I haven't dived in it that much. This is literally one line of code. It's on the update loop. You just say, hey, nav mesh position, go to this guy's position. It's just one line of code. Other questions about this?
So how did Unity handle navigation meshes before?
It didn't.
At all?
It didn't have it integrated in the editor like this.
Oh,
you would have to get there's a couple third-party A-star pathfinding systems like that. But yeah, it was like a collection of scripts that some dude made, or you would have to pay for this kind of thing or something like that. Or roll your own. Ryan?
Do you know if this handles anything dynamically, or is it all kind of handcrafted? So, for instance, in Oregon Trail, we generally generate. That's the word. It's kind of like a map with a bunch of trees and crap. Would this be able to create nav meshes around that scenery in any way?
I think I think it works similar to the way light mapping works in Unity. Everything's got to be static. So if you were to procedurally generate a level, I'm not sure if you could. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But maybe you would do a built-in editor script. You could get around that.
Yeah. Is there any way in code to adjust the nav mesh?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You can't bake a nav mesh.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
But I think that's something that would be fixed in the future, maybe. Yeah.
You have that posted on your blog website?
Yeah, so it's right here. Source code, it's all available. I also have it running on my, I have an Experience Blade phone, which is somewhat useless. Kind of a crappy phone, but it does have a gamepad in it, which is really cool. So I took, it was the same exact code, and I spent about an hour kind of figuring out how the needlessly complicated touchpad for this. It's got 2 joysticks. Works inside Unity, and I just hit publish, and it works perfectly on this. So I basically made a twin stick shooter that runs on this. Yeah, so it's cool. And that's also included in this, but I think the Android part's commented out, but the script's in there. I made something else if I can get it to work. So, how many of you do? Has anyone used the Flashpunk game framework for Flash before? Okay, so I've been using this HTML5 library that works a lot like Flash. It's called Easel. So I made this HTML5 game engine called EaselPunk, which is very similar to Flashpunk. There's levels of integration here. It's mind-blowing. But I made a simple kind of platform in order to kind of test how things work. So Flashpunk, you create a game world and you add these entities to it. So it's the same exact thing with Easel, and it's pretty straightforward. I think I'm getting some weird screen tearing here that I haven't seen before, but it makes HTML5 game engine. I don't know. HTML5 development is really frustrating and crappy, but I think frameworks like this make that process a lot easier and allows you to just kind of work in It also has integration with the Ogmo tile editor, which if you haven't used is like a really, really bare bones tile editor that's just like really awesome. Just, you know, import entities and sprites and just place them, and then it exports as the actual editor file is an XML file, and it's just really, really easy to load. So I have helper classes that load up, that like load up that level, which just kind of works. So this was, once I had the framework in place, this whole like game was pretty easy to make. Yes.
Hey, you use Ogmo 1 or Ogmo 2?
2, which is in beta now, but it's a lot better.
But it's Windows 1.
It is, but it's awesome. Any other questions? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I haven't released this easy pump yet, but I plan to somehow, once I kind of clean it up a little bit. But if you follow this link here, you can find the latest version of it. And of course, it's like 5, so just like here's the source code. It's like, but all right.